Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started.
And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to look that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. He stiff-arms him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped. Even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's Fields.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Fields. He'll get this to Ward. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd and 10. Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good.
And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it's stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was none other than Mean Joe Green making the tackle. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Night Train Lane. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Now Brady.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A 3-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Achane.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Brady now to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now Brady. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Brady.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Shotgun now for Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
That's another Charger.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Malik Neighbors.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
A final shot before the break. Fields got a man. That's Ward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second down and 3. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Boy, so that one, Charles, is a crusher. Take away the touchdown.
Yeah, and that's where defenders, Brandon, really use the sideline to their advantage, because if you can influence the receiver to step out of bounds, you know he can't be the first to touch it when he re-enters the field of play, and that's going to cost him 6 points.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy,
and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Now it's Fields.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
They snap it to Fields. That is caught.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Now Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
To throw is Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
This is a very important drive. And that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Achane.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle, Achane.
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Brady will sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Carl, Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bennett.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.